Now, breaking news from WRAL. Coverage you can count on.
And right now at noon, team coverage of the breaking news that is unfolding right now just south and west of downtown Raleigh. I'm Jeff Hogan.
And I'm Renee Chu. Police from several agencies have swarmed an area along Trailwood Drive near I-40. Here is the area we are talking about. The shooting happened around 8:50 this morning. We know one car was hit.
And several cars have been hit by gunfire along I-40 over the last 4 days. And we have been on the air with this breaking news on WRAL News Plus and Fox 50 since about 10:30 this morning.
We expect a news conference from Raleigh Police any moment now, and we will take that live when that happens. Our team coverage this hour starts with WRAL's Chelsea Donovan. Chelsea.
Yeah, Renee, so we, of course, have many questions for Raleigh Police as they are now investigating what appears to be 8 different incidents that have happened over the course of 4 days. This is still a very active scene here at Trailwood and Thistledown. You can see it is just filled with NC State police officers as well as Raleigh Police. Something interesting just happened, though. We saw the Raleigh Fire Department rehab unit, a big, massive tractor trailer go through there. So that's something that we have not seen before. I am now just blocks away where I have been earlier this morning, which was at the University Suites apartment complex. That is where a call came in at 8:53 this morning. Raleigh Police responded, and what they found was that a white sedan had a bullet hole in it right underneath the driver's side mirror, so narrowly missing that driver. Keith right now is showing you Deputy Chief Rico Boyce. You can probably just see the top of his head. He is going to come give a long-awaited update. We have so many questions from, who is this person? What is their motive? Do they have a description of this person? Are they firing from a vehicle? Are they firing from on foot? This one is a little bit different than the pattern that we have seen earlier this week, where we had 2 incidents on I-40. One woman was injured. She was shot in the leg. Fast forward to yesterday, we had 4 different incidents that occurred along I-40 by Chapel Hill Road, Gorman, Buck Jones. Now we're here just a little bit off of 40. This is sort of sandwiched between Avon Ferry Road and Tryon Road. You can see many Raleigh police officers coming up here now. We're going to go ahead and see if we can get with Lieutenant Borneo. He's going to introduce some of our speakers.
With us is Chief Herbert Griffin with the Raleigh Fire Department, Deputy Chief Zachary Lachetti with the Raleigh Police Department, and Major Brian Harrison over our Field Operations Division. Deputy Chief Boyce.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Yes. I want to thank all our news and media partners for being here today. I'm Deputy Chief Rico Boyce. I want to provide an update of an incident that occurred here on Trailwood Drive this morning. I want to say we're actively investigating this, so we have not linked this to any other incidents. So what I do know right now is that just after 8:50 this morning, we got a call from an adult male who was traveling on Trailwood Drive. As he was traveling on Trailwood Drive, his vehicle was struck by one single bullet on the driver's side. He was not injured when that bullet entered his vehicle. He was able to pull away and call 911. RPD officers from the Southwest District, along with NC State Police Department, responded. NC State responded because of the proximity to their campus. Once officers got here on scene, they determined that it was only one adult male in the vehicle and he was not injured. We began to set up a crime scene to contain evidence that we have recovered here at the scene. We also made notifications to Wake County Public Schools. Centennial Middle School is currently on a code yellow lockdown. There is no threat to Centennial Middle School. There also is no credible threat to the public at this time. We are investigating this as a single incident, and as we get more details, we would share those details. I will say the large police presence is just like I said yesterday, that we are getting help from the State Highway Patrol. The helicopter was used, the Wake County Sheriff's Office, as well as NC State Police. We all are working diligently to make sure that we keep our community safe. I want to ensure the community that we're doing all we can as a city of Raleigh to make sure that our citizens are safe. So as we get more information, we will provide that information. But right now, I'll reiterate, we have one adult male who was traveling on Trailwood, and he had one bullet that entered the driver's side of his vehicle, and he was not injured. We are investigating that matter. If we are able to determine that this is associated with something else, we will tell you. But right now, I have no credible information to make that determination. That's all I have at this time. We will provide an update later. Thank you.
Deputy Chief Boyce, I mean, how can you tell people there's no credible threat if you're unaware?
All right, are you guys with me here now? Please let... Okay, so obviously you heard a really minimal update from Deputy Chief Boyce with Raleigh Police. Obviously, we know that they're investigating an incident where a gentleman was driving to work on Trailwood early this morning. That is the vehicle, and hopefully we can show you some of that video that we captured earlier this morning, the white sedan with the bullet that was right below the driver's side mirror. Now, what's interesting is that took place probably a quarter of a mile down the road here on University Suites, but the main police presence, as Keith is turning here, is down here. You've also got the fire department here now with the chief who declined to speak to us. And as you're looking down there, you can see a massive police presence, and also the Raleigh Rehab Fire Unit is here. So they didn't give us an opportunity to ask, what is going down here, because we watched the gentleman drive away from the University Suites incident. They also could not say with certainty and credibility that this was connected to the 6 other incidents that were on I-40 earlier this week. Obviously, we know the close proximity to 40 here on Trailwood, but the larger question is, they're not connecting them. We're kind of trying to ask why. They didn't allow us to ask any questions. We want to know if there's a public safety threat. Is this person shooting from a vehicle? What does this person look like? Is he shooting from the roads or the woods? Obviously, we're mired in woods around here. A lot of questions here. Is it coming from the Greenway? We've got canines and drones and ATV units. So he was not making that distinct connection from the 6th earlier and the 7th today. And then we have broader questions as to what's going on here near Centennial Campus, since this is not near that location. Obviously, they said they would provide another update later today. So many unanswered questions still here from the Raleigh Police Department.
It's so many unanswered questions that the public does want answered because,
Sure.
Chelsea, as you point out, this is a huge public safety issue that spanned all the way from Monday, Wednesday, where we've had these shooting incidents of shots fired into cars along I-40, and then the most recent incident just off I-40 on Trailwood Drive, where you heard only a few perfunctory statements from Deputy Chief Rico Boyce, but saying that this, for now, there's no credible threat to the public. That's what they're saying, and that they're investigating this as an isolated incident and not connecting it with the series of other car shootings.
And with situations so similar and proximity alone so close to I-40, we're holding off not to jump to any conclusions because they're telling us that there's no threat to the public. But it makes you wonder, certainly. Right down the street from there, Brett Neese is at Centennial Magnet Middle School, which is on a code yellow. No threat to the middle school.